Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Tensei Shitara Slime Datta episode 5. I'm sorry that this is a day late and if I'm a bit of a mess, but I've had a cold for a few days now. At least I think it's just a cold, it should be fine. But I really wasn't feeling well enough to record last night, so that's why I was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to put off the review for a day. So yeah, I plan on posting this as soon as I get done recording it. And a bit later after this, there should be a Q&A, which is a video I do hopefully every week, where I discuss comments and topics from, or discuss questions, answer them, discuss topics from your comments and stuff like that. So if you want to have anything in that video, you can comment anywhere and watch that, comment there. So yeah, either way, now that I'm done talking about that, let's talk about this actual episode. It was really good. I think it was better than last episode, maybe. I think it's, in general, really good and really fun to watch. The only thing, and even it's not really a criticism, because it's not really bad, the only thing I'd maybe say is a criticism is that it is a little bit slow pacing-wise. It feels like it's taking a while to get anything done. So it's one of those series where I feel like watching it week to week, I'm enjoying it, but I think it would be a lot better marathoning than watching week to week. It's just one of those series where you can tell sometimes, like, if a series is like really good week to week, or if you're like, you know, it would be a lot better marathoning it all at once. That's what kind of series that I get the feeling that this is. But either way, starting from the beginning, Rimuru holding the glass when they're still at the bar or whatever. Rimuru holding things is just adorable, his little slime arm. So they do a little fortune reading scene where we see humans and the girl from the opening. And of course there are definitely some things that I'm not stupid. I can tell some things from the opening and ending and from hints in your comments and all that. That I'm not going to talk about because I feel like it would be a little bit spoilery, but there are things I can kind of tell are going to happen here and there. Then Vesta shows up at the bar. Vesta's voice is actually really awesome. I really like the voice actor. I've heard him in a ton of places before. But he's kind of your generic dick, at least at the beginning, and kind of in general he kind of stays that way. He's just a generic dick character. But Rimuru doesn't want to cause trouble. Kaijin causes trouble himself. So he says that he'll be Rimuru's artisan as they're all getting arrested. But it should be fine because they think they'll likely just be fined. Kaijin gives us a little backstory on himself, saying that he served Gazel Dwargo as captain of one of their 7 orders of royal knights, and that Vesta served under him. What we see from that flashback, I feel like, is weirdly techie from what we've seen of the series so far. The level of magical technology they have there doesn't really match up with a lot of what we've seen so far, but what we've seen so far is very, very, very small. So we learn all that, and then Vesta falsely blamed Kaijin for the failure of the Magisoldier project. So, yeah, Kaijin took the blame, and he still hasn't really felt anything bad towards Vesta because he's like, Vesta's doing what he does out of loyalty, out of wanting to help. But he's definitely more of an like Rimuru was thinking to himself, he's definitely more of an asshole than what Kaijin is thinking. So Kaijin and his 3 allies make their decision right there to return with Rimuru and live with him, help his village and whatever. Gobta finally wakes back up for a funny little comedy scene. And then we get the trial. We get to see Gazel Dwargo finally, and the trial's obviously rigged, and I was thinking the whole time, okay, the king can't be that dumb. They're sentenced to 20 years for Kaijin and 10 for everyone else of labor in the mines, but the king asks Kaijin if he'll return to his post of service, and he says no, so the king exiles them, which is definitely the lighter sentence in lieu of things. So then the king says that he's waited years for Vesta to tell the truth, and Vesta's failed him once again, and this was the best scene in the episode. This was really, really good. And he releases him from his service. That was really good. And I liked that story they told with Vesta. He was a generic dick character, but they gave him a reason for it. and they told a really good story through him, so I really liked that a lot. Kaido says his goodbye to Kaijin, his allies in Rimuru, and the king orders the observation of Rimuru because he can sense how strong he is, of course. And then we have the ending. I got chills. I loved this version of the ending. It was really, really good. And that's kind of it. The episode was good. I feel like the pace was a bit slow, but I really liked the story they told with Vesta. And I like the idea that Rimuru is building up this settlement with people instead of just like a traveling adventurers group, or instead of just going off by himself from place to place with maybe 1 or 2 allies. He's building kind of a settlement out there, and we're getting to see him build up this city. And he had the goblins, then the wolves come in, now a couple dwarves come in. And I think that's really cool because it's so new. I haven't seen anything done like that. So I think it's a really good idea for a show, and I'm really enjoying it. And it'll be cool as he brings in, it seems like probably a few humans, gonna bring in those Onis from the opening and ending. So all of that's really, really cool. Another negative I thought of, though, that I thought while watching it is, there's some things like with the trial and everything, and me being like, okay, the king isn't that dumb. He can obviously tell that what they're saying isn't true. A lot of things that happened seemed very, very... It's one of those things where you see it and you're like, that's convenient for the sake of the plot. There were just a lot of things that were really convenient. Like him being like, great job, Vesta. Now you cost us our connection with that slime who could have provided us with those potions. He could have done that and then be like, okay, Rimuru, Kaijin, we know you didn't really do anything super illegal. You're totally fine to still be allies with us and stuff. Like, he could have offered them an alliance, and I don't know. There were a lot of things that just seemed very, very contrived for sake of, that works out for the plot. Again, it's not a huge problem. I still very much enjoy watching. There were just those things that you could tell were like, okay, that doesn't seem very reasonable or realistic, but it is it's just what happens for the sake of Kaijin going with Rimuru. And in addition to that, there was something else I was thinking. Oh yeah, about the ending. It kind of is. It doesn't directly give anything away, but it's a little bit spoilery. But oh my god, the ending was good. It was so good. I was hoping that I could find it posted somewhere. But of course I couldn't because I wanted to watch it over and over again. So I'll just have to go back to the episode. But man, the ending was so good. Then yeah, I guess that's it. As a score, I'd still give it 8.5. I still loved watching it. And like I said, I think it was better than last episode personally. 8.5 false trials out of 10. This is a really fun show. I love watching it. Just because I love this type of thing. I love fantasy, action, and seeing him, like a lot of new things, like seeing him build this settlement and all that, which is just totally new for me watching a series. So yeah, this is really fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, Haku should be the next video up after this. But if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Tensei Shitara Slime Datta Ken, much more on the channel, tons of other anime, manga, light novel, stuff like that. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there on stuff for the channel, or I can talk to you there. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us about this series or anything else, we talk about just any kind of manga, anime, light novels, whatever. So if you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. You can just ask and I'll give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.